are here live. So if you are there browsing on the Beadaholique website right now and I just popped up, we are live. This is a live beading class. We do this a couple times a week. So I'm here Thursdays and Mondays, and then the wonderful Deb Floros is here on Tuesdays. And we create and we design and we play and we share ideas and we just have a really good time. So thank you for joining me. If you're joining me here live on this Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, I am on the West Coast of the U.S. So for me, it's morning, but I know it's lunchtime for those on the East Coast or wherever you are joining us from. We have wonderful friends join us from Paris, from Iceland. It is great to see where everybody's coming from. And we have Thaisa helping us today. Hello, Thaisa. And Monica from Rhode Island. Hello. I am good today. I am good. I am in a wonderful cleaning mode. So I don't know if I think we all get that way sometimes, but it just feels so good. So I'm in a cleaning, decorating garden mode. So I'm good. Thank you. How are you today? Hello, Jane in Michigan. Oh, Brian's here. Hello, Brian. We were supposed to get rain today. Brian's down in the Los Angeles area with me. And I was so looking forward to the rain, but it now is saying it's not going to rain. So here we definitely look forward to rain because we are a desert. So hello, Tanya and Tish. Hello, Linda. Good morning from New Jersey, and Laura from South Carolina. Happy Thursday to you as well. I love Thursday. It's almost Friday, almost the weekend. It's when you start to think of all the fun things you want to do on the weekend. Sherry, hello to you as well from Ohio. Hello, Kathleen. Good morning, Florida. Jan, hello. Oh, thank you. My husband bought me this scarf in Barcelona probably 15 years ago, and I have always kept it. Oh my gosh, fall has arrived for Annie. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try to see if I can see the comments as quickly as they come up. I feel like they need to give me more space for comments so I can see them. Amos, hello. Paula, Tina, hello. Judy. All right, we have a good crew here today. We're going to do ombre designs. So I know my scarf really isn't ombre. I was kind of hoping it would be. It's got a little bit of gradation of color to it. That's why I chose it. But I was like, it's not quite ombre, but almost there. So I wanted to do ombre designs because I think it's a really fun direction to go in, especially if you're looking for something new. So if you're looking to, maybe you love making strung necklaces, but you're out of ideas, or you like doing bracelets or earrings, and you're just looking for that new path of something fun to kind of mix things up a little bit. I love ombre for that because it's really easy to do and it creates a really cool effect that I think is very pleasing to the eye. Oh, thank you, Judy. Okay, so this here is an ombre bracelet I made, and I'm going to show you how to make it. And actually, this one was interesting because I couldn't decide which was the darkest color between the two greens here. But basically, you're taking it and going from dark to light or light to dark. So it's almost like if you imagine you had some paint and you had like a dark red, and you start with dark red and you added a little bit of white and then a little more white and a little bit more white, and you kept blending it down. It's like that gradation of color. So you're in the same color family and it just gets lighter and lighter and lighter, or darker, darker, darker. And that's what the ombre effect is. So I made a sample bracelet ahead of time. And I also made some little sample earrings, but it's really easy to do. You could pick your light color first and go dark, or you could pick your dark color first and go light, but it's where you get that nice gradation, like that blend of color. So that's what we're gonna work on today. We're gonna do some ombre designs. I have a necklace in mind and a pair of earrings, and we're going to play like we always do, and we're gonna have fun and share ideas. Hello, Karen, and Karen S. Two Karens, I like it. Oh, and you made the Halloween bracelet, Karen. Oh, good, good, I'm glad. I love that bracelet too. The one with the little black kitty charm. That one was really fun. Oh, thank you, Tish. We made these earrings in a different show. These were fun to do too. So these were using some of these frames that I found on the Beadaholique website, and then just a little bit of wire wrapping. And then speaking of wire wrapping, I think Monday's show at 2 p.m., I'm going to do all different ways to wire wrap a bead, because I think we touch on that a little bit here and there in different shows. But I was like, I should grab side drilled beads and leaves and drops and regular beads and do all different ways, messy wire wraps, clean wire wraps, spiral wire wraps. So I think we're going to do that Monday, is all different ways to wire wrap beads. I think that'll be fun. All right, and Linda saying, I love everything ombre. Good, me too. It's just very, I don't know, soothing. It's a soothing color palette to look at. All right, I'm gonna flip my camera down in just a sec, but just a couple quick notes for anyone who is joining us for the first time. Welcome. Like I said in the beginning, we are live. This is actually happening right now. It is Thursday morning at 9:05 a.m. on the Pacific Coast. And I am here live. We're doing this class. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. You can also just share ideas, share where you're from. We always chat. Tell me what's happening in your world. We always have such a good time, just conversing here in the chat here live. So definitely contribute to the chat. Everybody is welcome. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, just note I can't see the comments live. So if I'm not responding, that's why. But there's a link in the description of your video. If you pop on over, it'll take you to Beadaholique. And then I can see the comments live. Oh, thank you, Tracy. That's so kind of you. Do I use fringe beads? Ooh, I think that says fringe beads. Like a fringe seed bead. You could definitely do an ombre with a fringe seed bead. That would be really pretty. Like an earring that goes from dark to light. You can definitely do that. Oh, thank you. I'll have to tell my husband about the compliments on the scarf. He's really good at picking stuff out. He's got a good eye. So yes, if you are on those other platforms, just pop on over here. Then I can see your comments. There's the heart button. If you click on that, it gives me floaty hearts. If you want to share this with your friends, there's a share button. All these videos are saved. You can always go back and rewatch later. If you want to be like, well, what did she say? Or how long was that? You can always go back and rewatch the replays. Even though Beadaholique is closing and everything is 40% off. So that's the really good thing. Of course, we're sad that we won't be able to do these videos forever, but we are going to keep them up on YouTube. So even though Beadaholique is closing, once the website is gone, the YouTube videos will stay. So these will still be available long after the website's not here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start to play. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to wear this scarf more. I haven't worn it in a little while, so you guys are definitely helping. I'm definitely gonna have to wear this more. Okay, now that we can finally wear scarves, it's not 100 degrees. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera down. And here is some of the stuff we're gonna play with today. I'm gonna show you all of this up close. And then what we'll do is we'll start to design, because I wanted to do an ombre necklace, which is something I haven't really done before, but I thought it would be really fun. Okay, I'm gonna kind of scooch things around. I always have to, realign here. Oh, hello, Debbie. I'm glad you're here live too. Yes, the website is still available. So everything is still on Beadaholique. So the website is still up. But I wanted to make sure everyone knows that the videos, even when the website's gone, the videos will still be available. So that's, that's nice, because it's 20 years of videos up there. So that's really nice that they're going to stay. If you have questions about any of the beads, they're all in the shopping bag. So you can look at their size, their color name, their quantity, their price, and you can always add it to your shopping cart from there. So here's kind of a classic ombre. And like I said, this was interesting because I really couldn't decide of these two, which one I felt was truly darker. So I did a little trick. I put some slightly lighter beads in here, this middle row. And I actually did that up on the top row too. And that's one way you can kind of get that gradation blend feel, is you can even put multiple beads within a single layer. So we've got these like dark olive beads down here. We're going up to more of these more matte olives, but I put some lighter beads. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I know, I've been doing so many videos. It's crazy. I go back and look at the old ones. I was like, oh, back in the day, back in the day. And then this really light one is up here. And what I did to make this light one even lighter, so it's got these really cool, I think these are called rosebud beads, and I paired them with some pearls, and the pearl was a mixed pearl strand of all these colors. So I just put the darker pearls on the middle level and the lighter pearls up top. And then I wanted to make it even lighter. So a trick with ombre is if you want to make it even lighter, you can even add in a crystal or a clear seed bead. I think this is a frosted. So this is like a frosted crystal seed bead, and that just brings it even lighter. So that's kind of a little trick, is if you're playing with your colors and you feel like you want one darker or lighter, add in a seed bead. So I could have added an even darker green seed bead between these beads. And that would have pulled this into the darker realm. And then I did add the lighter seed beads to the top. Oh, that is a great question. The smallest hole size of a bead that can fit into memory wire. I'm going to have Brian or Thaisa look up memory wire. I want to say it's 22 gauge. But I'm going to have them look it up because then they can tell you. But you can fit. So the only beads I really have not been able to fit onto memory wire have been some natural pearls and natural gemstones that have teeny, teeny, tiny holes. I've never had a problem with Czech Glass beads or like prestige crystal or wood beads. You do have to make sure your beads are not too long. So like this is a little 6mm fire polish. He pops on there really easily. These pearls go on here fine too. So you see the pearls can go on there. It's just a matter, I usually get stuck with the gemstones or the natural pearls. Oh, and Debbie, that's a great comment. Memory wire comes in different thicknesses, so you do have to be aware. Absolutely. Yeah, and you can't do anything that's too long. So that's a good point, Lydia. So leaves often won't fit on here. Anything that's too long gets stuck on the curve, and that's what you have to be aware of. So like, oh, here. Okay, I have this Raven's Journey bead. I have a feeling this little guy is going to be too long. So let me see. So his hole size is fine, but see, he gets stuck on the curve. So you do have to be aware that if you pick a longer bead, it won't fit. So like bugle beads are not going to go on these. Some cylindric beads won't go on here as well. Okay, and then Brian is saying for 21 gauge memory wire, the hole size should be at least 0.8. For 22 gauge, the hole size should be at least 0.7. Okay, so that's super helpful. Okay, so I can test an 11.0 seed bead. We can do that. This is a size 11 Toho round, which I think most of us have quite a few tubes of those around the house. Let's go ahead and see if that fits. That's why we love doing these lives. Oh my gosh, Hootie Hoo, I love that name. That is so fun. Okay, so this is a little size 11 Toho round, and he fits on there just fine. So that's good to know because I think that's such a common bead that a lot of us have and use. So he goes on there very easily, and he's actually got wiggle room to spare. So that's nice. I think that has been the best part of these lives. So before we did lives, I did the pre-recorded YouTube videos. And those were great in that, you know, it was nice that we could sometimes do like longer format, but questions were always after the fact. And so I couldn't test out, like this is so nice to be able to ask a question and we just test it here live and we get an answer right away. So I love that about the lives. Oh, greetings from Charlottesville, Virginia. Hello, Charlotte. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm glad you like the memory wire too. I do too. Oh, and hello from New Orleans, Big Easy Mama. Love it. Okay. So let's see. So here were the earrings up close. Here is another ombre design. And then we're going to start creating some of our own. So again, I just went from dark to light in this case. And I tried to stay within the same general color family feel. Like this was not a hot pink that went to this light pink. This was more of a what is that, rosy, I call that like a rosy pink, and then it went to a softer version of it, and then to the lightest color. So you kind of want to keep in mind, like, do these beads match? Like I'll show a good example here. I have two different blues down here. So this blue, to me, felt like it went into this blue nicely. But I didn't feel like it went into this more greeny blue. See how it feels different? Like they feel like they're along a different color family line. And then I found though this one that had more teal, and this is what we're going to do for our necklace. This had a little more turquoisey teal green in it. And then when I went to this one, it felt like it complemented it a lot more. So it's really a matter of playing with colors. And just kind of being like, okay, is that more in the blue family? Is that more in the green? Is that more in the turquoise? And then just finding lighter and lighter versions. And then this one even went up to this pearl nicely. So that was the combo I was going to do. So this, we're going to go from the dark to the medium to the light. Oh, is there stronger memory wire, like 18 gauge? That's a great question. I actually don't know. I don't know if there is. Oh, hello, Yolanda. And I did see the question about how much longer will we have the lives. You know, I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that. I am going, like I've always kind of said, I'm just going to keep enjoying this and doing this as long as I can. And we always have such a good time. But I don't know how much longer. Yeah, colors vary in tone, and that's what you're looking for. Like I found we've been playing with these purple pearls for a while. The last couple shows, I've kind of fallen in love with this purple velvet pearl. And then I found this color that seemed to accent it, but I honestly could not find another purple. I had a million purple beads. I couldn't find another purple bead that accented it. So I thought, well, maybe on this one, I would just go right to the frosted crystal. So then we still have our three colors. We're still going from dark to light, but I could not find a lightest purple here for me, at least with what I had on hand. I probably could on the website, but for me, I just was like, nothing's matching. It's all a different tone. Oh, Debbie, absolutely. We will definitely give a heads up for sure. Okay, so let's start designing. And what I was thinking of doing is I want to use these pretty teal beads right here. Oh, good, Mary. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. The ombre is very inspiring, I find, and it's fun to pick out the colors for it. It's fun to like match up your beads. Okay, so we're going to use these three colors right here, and I'm going to do a little simple necklace with them. And kind of my vision here is to start with 3 of the darkest beads down at the bottom. And we could do 3, we could do 5. And then we're going to go up lighter as we work our way up the necklace. We're going to go to that second middle grade color. And then what we'll do is we'll go up to our lightest color right here. So with the pearls. So we're going to get that nice ombre feel. And I was going to do a little wire wrapping, and I was going to do my little trick where I cut my chain necklace. So I love using finished chain necklaces for projects like this because they have the clasp already attached. And I think I've shared before, one of my struggles when I was new to jewelry making was I did not properly attach my clasps very well. I just didn't know to. I was like, oh, I'm having fun, I'm making jewelry. And I really did not pay a lot of attention to securing my clasps. And a couple of them broke, and I was very sad, and I was embarrassed because I'd given them away as gifts. And so to have a clasp already super secure and attached to your chain, I think is a really nice benefit of using a pre-made chain necklace. So I tend to, if I need like a nice chain like this, I tend to pick a pre-made chain necklace, and then I'm going to cut it and modify it. But it's nice to have that whole system already attached. So this is, I believe, an 18, or I think this is an 18-inch necklace here to start. It should be there in that shopping bag. So I don't know if I want it too much longer than 18 inches at the end of the day. So I'm actually going to cut some of this chain off of it. You can divide it in half. If you want it to be longer, you can just divide it in half and cut in the middle. So I'm just going to show you that, and then I'm going to cut it shorter. A double jump ring is a really good idea, Mary. Yeah, it's those little finishing techniques that, you know, when I was first starting out, I just didn't think of. I was like, I'm having fun. This is so much fun. And then I wasn't really thinking about the structural element of it. And that's also why I do a lot of wrapped wire loops instead of simple wire loops, because I know that my wrapped wire loops will not come undone. I know, saves the embarrassment. It is embarrassing. Oh, hello, Kathy. Good morning. Okay, so if we wanted to make this a longer necklace, we would just divide it in half, and then we've got 2 sides ready to go with that that clasp already attached to the chain. But I actually want this to not end up super long because I'm going to add a lot of length here with my beads and my wrappings. So I'm going to go down here with this up here, so this is going to be the center, and I am going to cut some of this chain off. And I'm just gonna kind of decide how much I wanna cut off. You could measure it, of course. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this. And then, like Tracy said, you've now got chain for another project. So never toss your chain bits. You will always be able to use them for something. So this is really nice, delicate chain that you can make a little pair of dangly earrings out of. You could make it part of a bracelet with like a center focal here. Lots you can do with little bits of chain. But now I've got my shorter piece here. My clasp is attached already. And now we're gonna do some wire wrapping. I'm gonna use some 24 gauge wire here. 26 gauge also works. If you want it even a little heavier, 22 gauge. I tend to stick with 24 or 26 just because it's easier on the hands. 22, if you do a lot of it, it can get a little tiring on the hands, I find. But that could just be me and my personal preference. But 22, 24, 26 are all good gauges for something like this. Okay, so now we're going to cut a couple inches of this right here, this wire. We're going to use our wire looping pliers. And just going to make some wraps. And you know what? I think we're going to work our way down. Let's start at the top and work our way down. So let's attach our chain to begin with. So just open that up. Grab one end of your chain and slide it into your little loop. So it just kind of anchors right there. And then close it on up. Do a couple little wraps. So now you've got one end already secured, which is neat. Okay, and then we're gonna grab a pearl, put a little pearl, because we're gonna here go from the light to the dark, and the dark is gonna be in the center, which I think will be really pretty and dramatic. Okay. Gonna now go in with our wire looping pliers again and make some loops. Okay, and this one we can just do all the wrappings as normal. Yeah, this is a nice way of securing your work for sure. If you are worried about structural integrity or have had issues with it in the past, wrapped wire loops are not coming undone. So you can be rest assured that these are going to be secure. You're also assured that your chain link right here, this connection point, is really secure as well. And we're going to do all of these in a series of wrapped wire loops. So I'm just going to cut off some of this wire. Yeah, you could definitely, Lydia, you can definitely do the, let's say you want to maintain an 18-inch necklace. You could absolutely do all the wrappings. That's a great idea. You could make the entire wrapped section first, measure it, and then cut exactly that amount of chain off. That is a really good idea if you are wanting, maybe you're selling jewelry or you really know what size necklace you prefer. That's a great idea. So the bead size, these are little 4 millimeters, and then the other beads we're using are going to be 6. Oh, good, Kathleen. I am glad you can finally make wrapped wire loops. Yes. Yeah, I love my Xeron cutter too, for sure. Okay, so we're just building this chain out. So I'm going to go pick up the link we already did. I'm going to slip that one in now. And we're just going to keep going here. Okay, and I think we'll do 3 of the pearls, 3 of the lightest color, 3 of the darkest, then work our way back up. Another pearl. So you can see how you've got that on there. So it's a really pretty way. Now, what you can also do, if you want to kind of just take a variation on this technique, you could do little links in here. You can cut your chain at any spot, and you could always put a little link here or a little link there. Kind of take this and, you know, don't be afraid to cut that chain and then link it back together with your little wrapped wire loops. It opens up a lot of possibilities using a finished chain necklace like that. Okay. Oh, good, Karen. I'm glad you're back. Yeah, I thought Monday would be fun because if we do a show on Monday, a class all about wire wrapping beads, I thought that could be good because we do this, which is kind of what I consider to be the traditional wire wrap, you know, where we're doing, you know, with these wire looping pliers, and as a couple, you know, 2 to 3 wraps, and then you do that on the other side. But I thought we could really have fun, like wire wrapping leaves, wire wrapping side drilled beads, messy like bird's nest wire wraps where you actually take the wire and you spiral it around the front of the bead and you connect it at the bottom of the bead. There's a lot of variations on wire wrapping beads, so I thought that could be really fun to do. Oh, good, Diane. Okay, I'm glad that'll be helpful. Yeah, because we kind of cover them in different shows here, but I don't think we've ever done a class that's just like all the different ways to wire wrap beads. Yes, you could absolutely, you do this as a strung project too. That was a great comment. So what you could do is take some beading wire, and then you would use a crimp tube to secure it to the last link of chain. And you can make like a nice swag with these ombre colored beads instead of doing the wire wrapping. Definitely, that would be really nice looking. Okay. Yeah, and any other class ideas? If there's anything anyone's been wanting to learn or know more about, putting those suggestions in the comments would be really helpful for me because I can then try to plan around that. I think that's how we came up with the flat kumi class. We've had a couple different ones where it's been suggestions, and that's been so helpful. Okay, how do you price the amount of chain used? Like try to price it like if you're selling your jewelry. I would just count the finished chain necklace as my cost, whatever I paid for the finished chain necklace, and then the leftover chain is just kind of like a bonus freebie for the next project. Is I think how I would do it. Ooh, gem duos and beads. Okay, I can do that. Gem duos, that would be fun. I love the 2-hole beads. Oh, okay. So Angie, a question about making earrings using brick stitch and peyote stitch. Can you do that with round seed beads, or do you need cylindric? So yes, you can do it with round. This is kind of how I've always viewed it. You can do all the different bead weaving stitches with round or cylindric. It's just going to have a different look. So if you're going for that really tight, locked together peyote look where it's almost like puzzle pieces fitting neatly together, you will want to do the cylindric. But you can do it with round. It's just going to have a different look. And there's nothing good or bad or wrong or right about either look. It's just a personal preference. So I always say you can do, any type of bead weaving stitch or loom or anything with whatever bead you want to use. It's just going to be a little different look based on the shape. Ring making. Ooh, Tracy, I like that. Like, are we talking like bead woven rings, or are we talking wire rings or memory wire? Because we haven't done any rings at all. So how do I store my stash? Oh, I'll show you guys sometime. I don't have any right here. I am terrible. So I store my stash in those bins you get from Costco. They are, beaded rings, wire working gemstones with no holes. Ooh, that's a nice idea. So I buy those. They're like these probably maybe 12-inch or 14-inch by 10-inch plastic lidded tubs that are maybe 6-8 inches deep. And I have a tub for every type of bead, and that's how I store my stash. So I have a tub for seed beads. I have a tub for findings. I have a tub for Czech Glass beads. And then I just go digging. So I don't know if my way is the most efficient way, but I keep all my beads in bags. So I have like, the bags that they come in. I have like this here, so I know what the beads are all together, so they're contained. And then I just have these tubs with a million different beads in them, but all of the same type. So one has just prestige crystal, one has just Czech glass, one has just findings. Quick and easy gift sets. That sounds nice. What was Lydia's suggestion? I missed it. I'm sorry. If maybe we could pin that would be so helpful, Brian. I noticed Brian and Thaisa sometimes pin things that I missed. Okay, peyote stitch with super duos. Oh, that's a great idea, Tracy. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, Linda is saying IKEA drawers, Alex. Oh, I know what drawers system you're talking about. Yes, my husband stores his flat artwork in those. They're really nice, shallow drawers. Oh, okay. I will definitely post a pic. That's a great idea. Yeah. Okay. So rings, gift sets, flat kumi with beads in the center. I saw that's a great idea. This is perfect as we're doing these wraps. Okay. Mary's saying I'm getting back to placing all my beads in bags. Had them loose in small parts containers. Oh, hello, Santa Barbara girl. Yeah. Men's bracelets. Okay. That's a good idea. A men's bracelet, yes. I'm seeing more men's jewelry, which is awesome. Beaded hair accessories. Oh, I like that. That would be nice. Beaded hair accessories. I was also thinking maybe bookmarks for the holidays, because that's a gift. Even if someone that you're giving a gift to might not be a person who wears a lot of jewelry, you can always make them a beaded bookmark. A lapel pin, that's nice. That's a nice idea. So maybe things that are not your traditional earrings, necklace, bracelets. So that we could maybe focus on that. Oh, hello from Houston. Macrame with beads, that's a good idea. Okay, so here you can see how our necklace is forming here. I'm going to add one more of the turquoise here. Wine charms. Well, we could do ring memory wire and do wine charms and beaded rings with memory wire at the same time. And then we can do a separate class on like a bead woven ring. But we could do memory wire as like all the different ways we could use ring memory wire, because wine charms are a really good idea at the holiday. Oh, okay, variety. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Angie. Okay, so Lydia was saying about a variety of seed bead techniques like square stitch, peyote, brick. Oh, so we're thinking maybe like instead of having a full project, we can just do a class dedicated to maybe like 5 different stitch techniques and kind of go over some of the classic ones like peyote, like brick, like right angle weave. We could do that. That would be fun. With a glass of wine, I love it. Okay, so now we've got our 2 colors, and you see how we're going. We have the medium color and the lightest color. Now we're gonna add our darker one in there. Okay, I'm liking all these show ideas. I'm gonna have to write a ton of notes as soon as as soon as we say goodbye today. So, or maybe Thaisa and Brian could help me out and jot down a couple of these ideas as we're talking about them, and then send me over a note afterwards so none of them get missed, because these are great ideas. I love all of them. Okay, so we're gonna just keep going. Oh, thank you, Thaisa. That'll be fun. Yeah, and keep coming. Any suggestions, or if you see something you're like, how do you do that? Let me know. We can figure it out. Even if I don't know how to do it, I love a challenge. I love figuring it out. I know, right, Charisse? But we're going to have so much fun in the meantime. All right, I can already tell that I'll need to place an order for some ring memory wire because I don't think I have any here. So I'll get that. I like the seed beads a lot. The seed bead techniques will be really fun too. And, I could do up some sample swatches of seed bead techniques using the different shapes of beads. So we could, like we were talking about, peyote looks very different if you use round versus cylindric. And I really don't think one is right or wrong. But I could do up a sample swatch to show a side-by-side comparison so that we can look at the different seed bead stitches with the different shapes of beads. Ooh, beaded spiders. Oh, those are fun. I like beaded spiders. Bag pulls. Yeah, I saw that one too. That would be good. Yes, I love the idea. Those are everywhere right now. You know what I saw too? I have an old house from the 50s and it has like the old style chain, security chain on the door on the inside. I've seen people beading those and posting pictures of that. I thought that was kind of cool. Like make that utilitarian chain like a decorative element in your house. Oh, okay. I love that, Donna. Donna's saying, I put my beads in bags and then store them in the same type of stones in a shoebox with a label on the end. That's a good idea. Okay. Oh, pulls for a ceiling fan. I hadn't thought of that, but that's really smart. Yeah, because those are just usually like little fobs. But oh, you could totally bead that. Sun catchers, bookmarks, purse charms, yes. And all of those are good gift items. Those are great. Or if you're making and selling jewelry, like we were talking about on Monday, having some of those in your catalog would be good too, because that's going to give a lot of variety. And even if someone's not a jewelry person per se, they might still come shop if you've got sun catchers for their garden, or you've got bookmarks and they love to read. It does open up your audience, like who is going to buy from you. Tracy, I love it. Oh, phone charms, yes. All right, guys, we're getting there on this. This is not the fastest project because it's a lot of loops, but you can see this ombre is coming along nicely. So you can see how we're making our own beaded chain, but because of our color selection, we're getting this ombre design, which is really fun. I'll try to go as fast as I can so we can finish this up so we can see what the finished piece looks like. But I'm loving our conversation here because we've got so many good ideas. So we'll definitely do, I'm going to do the different ways to wire wrap a bead on Monday. That one's already planned. But then I'll look at all these suggestions and start plugging them in so we can get to all of them as well. Oh, thank you, Jane. Okay. Oh, thank you, Donna. I think this is a design that a lot of people would easily be able to wear often. So it's going to be really these pretty, pretty colors with that little bit of sparkle. And the pearls are nice too, just for a little variety. So when you are picking out your ombre beads, they don't all have to be the same type of bead. You can mix and match pearls with Czech glass, with fire polish, with seed beads, all different things like that. Oh, you could do a charm or focal in the middle. Absolutely, that'd be beautiful. I don't think I have one right here, but yes, you could definitely charm, or you could do, if you want to personalize it, you could do a letter charm, but I'm thinking like, if I did this in green, I'd put like a Celtic knot in the middle. You could do so many different things. Oh, my grandmother had a light that had a pull chain and she put beads on it. I love that. Yeah, it's when you start kind of looking around your home, and probably even like your car and everywhere else, there's a lot of areas that could have some beads. Oh, I'll go slow on this one, Marie, to kind of walk through it. But yeah, it just is time. I've been using these pliers for so many years. That's why they look easy, just because of how long I've used them. But, it's really just time. So I kind of put them in the same spot each time. Ooh, beaded garland for small trees. I like that. And then squeeze, push down, rotate, crisscross. Then I kind of go like this. I straighten that wire out a little bit. I've got my little loop. Ooh, Cherie, I think yours is way more organized than mine. I think my problem when I try to organize the beads, like really organize them, they end up getting mixed up quite rapidly. Like if I try to do it by color, I just don't think I have the patience to always put them back in their spot right away. And so I end up mixing them up unintentionally, but it does happen. And then I think I get frustrated. So I think that's why I just have like a multi-purpose bin that's all Czech. So it's just every Czech bead I have, I put in there. Oh, hello, Myra. Oh, you know what? I have never worn this pair of pliers out. That is a great question. I have had these, oh my gosh, I don't know how long I've had these. I mean, this is going to be scary to think about. Well, I had them before my second child was born, and he's 6. And I probably had them 5 years before that. I mean, I've probably had this same pair of pliers 11, 12 years, and I have not worn it out. I have gone through cutters. I will say I've gone through cutters, and that's usually because I ding them by cutting through something I shouldn't, like not realizing I had like a stainless steel head pin, and I accidentally cut it. And then I got a nick in my pliers. So that's kind of usually how I wear out my pliers. Not my pliers, my cutters. Oh, I love that, Paula. Yeah, there's so many places we can add beads. Of course, ornaments too. We can do beaded ornaments. That's always fun this time of year. So you can do like peyote ornaments that are shaped. So you can do like stars, you can do little mittens. Oh my gosh, you can do so many things with like a shaped peyote stitch with increases and decreases. But you can also do like memory wire. So you could even do like memory wire where you bead around the hoop and then you put a pretty charm or something and then you make like a little loop. Ooh, making your own head pins. Oh, that would be a good idea. Okay, so maybe that might be another class, making your own findings. So maybe we could do a class on making your own findings, and that would then also have head pins. So what we are making today, for anyone who is just joining us, and Myra, I saw that you asked too, because I realized I haven't said it in a little bit. We're doing ombre designs. So we're finishing up an ombre necklace. So here we're doing a bunch of wrapped loops, and we're going to do ombre with the dark in the center, going lighter, lighter, lighter. And then here was a piece I did ahead of time where you can see it's a green ombre. Here's right here, and then some earrings. So we're not going to recreate the bracelet or earrings in this class here, but you can see how you would make these pretty easily. Just the same wrapped loops we're using right now. These started on a head pin. Any of the beads you see here could be used for it for sure. All right, a findings class. I like that too. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, so we're almost done with our necklace. We're getting there. And it is a really good idea too. I think it was Lydia who said it. I'm sorry, I can't quite remember, but to maybe do your chain piece first, this part, your handmade beaded chain. Do this part first, measure it, and then cut off that much chain. Because I kind of eyeballed it, but I probably could have cut off more and then had a longer piece at the end of the day. Ooh, beaded tops. That sounds cool. Yeah, I love the beaded bugs right now. I'm seeing like beaded butterflies, the beaded spiders, all the different beaded bugs are pretty cool. So got a couple more to do. We've got 4 more beads to add, and then this necklace is done. And of course, you could make this into an earring too. So if you see that, it would just be the exact same technique. Okay, just need a little bit more wire. But I'm loving, so the other thing we're doing, Myra, right now is we're sharing different ideas for future classes. I'm kind of in planning mode right now. So if there's any class that you've been wanting to see, let me know. Thaisa and Brian are also taking notes of what we're talking about. So I'll end up with I think I'll end up with a nice list here of different class ideas. Beaded spider. Okay, I want to do a beaded spider. You know what I thought would make a really cool beaded spider web is, you know, the snowflake forms? What if you beaded those with strands across between the different arms of them? I think that would make an awesome spider web. Oh, go search, Francie. It is so good. Look for beaded bugs. I think a lot of them are bead embroidered that I tend to see, or bead woven. They're really cool though. If I added a charm or a focal, I would put it in the middle. I think probably what I would do is I would put 4 of these beads instead of 3 of my center beads. And then I would have a center exact point for a charm or focal. So I think that's what I would do, Tracy. Yeah, I would just add an extra one here just so you have a center point. Otherwise, your center point is the bead and it's going to hang off center. Oh yeah, guys, definitely search beaded bugs. They are so cool. Okay, I kind of want to do the spider and the spider web now too. That will be really, really nice. I was trying to debate if the spider web should be beaded, because I did even think like glow in the dark beads for the spider web. So I was like, oh, do I bead the spider web or do I take like a sparkly silvery yarn and wrap it in a sparkly silver yarn, the snowflake form, and then bead the spider to go onto the web. Okay, just 3 more beads and then this necklace is done with our ombre pattern here. Yeah, there's so much we can do. A beaded bug show. Oh, that would be fun. That would be really fun. All right, Thaisa, please make sure you write that one down because I'm all about the beaded bugs. Okay. Well, this is great that we had a little extra time with all these wrappings. I don't think I quite anticipated how many beads I committed to when I was going to do this ombre necklace. I should have probably pre-wrapped some of them ahead of time, but this is great because we've come up with all of these ideas of what we'll do next. Glow in the dark, yes. Yeah, because if you hung the glow in the dark spider web on a window, like a windowsill, it would charge up those beads and you would end up with a really cool looking thing at night. Beaded spiders in time for Halloween. Okay, I think I know what I need to do next. Okay, I hope I have the supplies around, but that will be cool. Yeah, I love that idea. If I have the supplies, I'll try to do that one a week from today. So it's in time for Halloween. So Monday is going to be all the different ways to wire wrap beads. And then if I can make it happen, if I've got the supplies, I'll try to do a beaded spider next Thursday. Judy saying definitely yarn on the spider web to keep the spider the focus. That's a good idea. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I love the beaded spider. And I'll show how to do the yarn on the spider web too. So even if we do the beaded spider and then we go with yarn on the spider web, I'll show how to do the yarn. Oh, me too, Charlotte. I love this. This has been so inspiring today, talking about different classes we can do. And I needed the inspiration too. I needed to know, like, you know, which direction to go in, because that is so helpful and fun for me too, because it's like a challenge. Like now I have a challenge. I got to figure out how to make a beaded spider that looks really cool. Okay. All right. We are down to our last bead. We're going to finish this one, and then we have got all of our beads for this necklace done, and we'll see the finished. So for the last one, we're going to do it a little bit differently than all the others because we need to connect it to both our end chain link and we need to connect it to our end beaded chain link. Beaded butterfly or moth, that would be fun. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I love that, Linda. Coming granddaughter, congratulations. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. This one, we're going to do our loop, but we're not going to do our wrappings until we connect it because we need both of these to be connected. So here we go. We'll open it up. We'll connect it to our chain right here, our beaded chain, I should say. Close it on up. These Xuron pliers are really good for this because they can get into that tight corner right there. Okay, did the wrapping. Okay, we'll add our last bead, the last little pearl here. Oh, thank you, Susan. Yeah, I picked beads, you know, based on color versus type. And then I think it ended up looking really cool that we've got pearls mixed with the Czech Glass here. But ombre is fun. Ombre is really a fun color palette to work with. I find it very pleasing to the eyes. There's something very soothing about ombre. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to open this one up. We're going to find that cut piece of chain on the other side and slip that end chain link in here as well. So that's they're anchored. So again, really secure. Everything about this necklace is super secure. And then we're just going to do our last little wraps and then we'll look at the finished necklace. Okay. All right, we're done. Okay, so here you go. So here was the chain. So we started with a finished chain necklace and we cut it. And it's longer than I was anticipating. So definitely was a good idea if you make this part first, measure it out, and then cut that much off of your chain if you want to keep the original length of chain. Ooh, doing a spider, doing an octopus would be just a bit more, but similar. Absolutely, Karen, that would be fun. Okay, so here's our ombre chain, and this is our ombre necklace. And so you could easily adapt this to earrings as well. And then I'll just show the other couple examples of ombre again, of things you could do. So you could do memory wire. So again, you've got the lightest color on one end and the darkest color on the other end. and then a mid-tone in between. And I did kind of lighten this one up. This was my core bead, this 6mm pearl, but I tried to lighten it up with a little bit of a lighter pearl in between as well. And that was nice because it was a green mix, a pearl strand that had multiple greens in it. So I just picked out the lighter ones for up top and the middle ones for in between. So there's ombre, and then of course the earrings. And the earrings are so simple. You just need 3 colors of beads, and it could have been any of these beads here. It could have been those purples with the seed beads, lots of that. Oh, can you show the tips of memory wire bracelet? Oh, sure, yes. So for these tips, I just rounded it. So on this one, I just created a little loop, and then I made a little dangle with this little rosebud bead right here. So that's one way of finishing. Have we done all the different ways to finish memory wire bracelets before? I can't remember, because there's actually memory wire ends, there's loops, and there's finial beads. And those are all great ways to finish a memory wire bracelet. I don't think we've done just a whole class on all the different ways to finish memory wire. We could do that too. That would be something that would be fun, if that's of any interest, because I know we all love memory wire bracelets, but it's kind of fun to look at different ways to finish them off. I tend to go with the loop. It's just the easiest, but there's other options for sure. Okay. All right, guys. What size finial? So the finial is a bead. I think they're 2mm. Oh, good. Okay, Kathleen, Karen. The green bead on my mat. Yes. So finial beads are Czech glass beads that are half drilled. They are, I think, 2mm in size, I want to say, and you get an entire tube of them. And they work as wonderful little ends that fit on the tip of memory wire, and you glue them in place, and it means you end up with like a little ball as you're finishing. And they come in, I want to say, like at least 50 colors. They come in a ton of colors. So they are a great option if you want to have like a pretty colorful ball at the end of your bracelet. Tracy, is it one of these guys here? This one is the Czech Glass pearl, and this is the rosebud bead right here. Oh, thank you, Brian. Brian just put a link for finial beads. No, buy the purple. Buy the purple. Oh, this guy? Yeah, I don't know if he's still available. He was a little Raven's Journey bee. I just grabbed him off my work surface here to see if he would fit on the memory wire, but he won't. But yeah, I don't know if we still have this little guy in green. We might. Maybe Brian or Thaisa could look that up really quick. He's a Raven's Journey bee bead, and if he's still available, we can add him to the shopping bag there. Oh, have a good meeting, Francie. Okay, guys, I'm going to flip the camera up so we can say goodbye for today, but we've got lots and lots of great ideas. The little green bee is out of stock. Blue pliers, the blue ones are the Xuron. So these are the straight ones. There are like a bent nose version of them. I tend to use the straight. And then my other plier is the Wubbers. So 2 very, very different pairs here. Oh, yes, you could totally use a half drilled pearl too to finish memory wire. And I like using GS Hypo Cement for the gluing of them. Oh, yay, Linda, I'm glad you like it. It was fun to do. Took a little longer than I thought. I think I underestimated how long it takes to do those little wraps, but I think it turned out really pretty for ombre. Oh, thank you, Judy. So many good ideas. This was great. I love this. I love it when we share ideas. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera. Oh, thank you. All right, guys, that was fun. So here's what it looks like, not against my beading mat, but you can see, and I'm wearing black, so it would be really pretty with black, you know, if you've got that silver and all those colors. So that would be nice. Oh, perfect for a bride. You're right, it would be, and it would be something blue if you did it in these colors too. But you could, of course, do it in crystal and pearl, but very, very delicate and pretty easy to do. It's just that same technique kind of on repeat, but really pretty. And then if you want to do ombre, you can definitely do ombre. Oh, thank you, Santa Barbara girl. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. Yes, I think I could definitely wear this today and it would absolutely match my earrings. You can't tell that I like turquoise and teal and green, but it would totally match these earrings as well. If you see that, they're actually a really good pair. And it goes with the scarf. All right, I've got my jewelry for today. All right, thank you guys. Have a great rest of the day. If you do have anything in your shopping cart, please remember to check out. Stock is limited, but it is 40% off, so that's the good side of it. But I will see you next week, and Monday we will do all different ways to wire wrap beads, so that will be really fun. Thank you guys. Take care. Oh yeah, I switched glasses because these are my beading glasses because now I need beading glasses and reading glasses. So now I have to have two. So I still have my beading glasses on. All right, Terry, have a great weekend. Thank you, Brian and Thaisa. And everyone, take care. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of this community and sharing ideas and sharing joy, because that is, I love it. It's always such a positive, happy, encouraging space here. And that is priceless. So thank you. I truly mean that. It's really nice to always come here and just be surrounded by happiness and joy and support and kindness, because we are always so kind to each other. I love it. All right, thank you. Oh, fishing tackle boxes for storage. That's a great idea. I love that, Jay. All right, Anne, thank you. Monica. Bye, guys. Santa Barbara girl, Tracy, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.